See, not a whole lot needs to be said. Get ready to go to Alabama. That one kind of takes care of itself, doesn't it?
Yeah, this is. I know it's going to be crowded. I think they got the spring football game, but it's a huge SEC series for both clubs. We're starting the second half of SEC play, and we'll get their best. And I'm more interested in us giving them our best. And this series is really important for both clubs, but we're interested in just trying to, now that we've won 3 out of 4, to just keep trying to play our best baseball and go over and have success. Our 2 road series thus far in the SEC have not went our way. I think we're right now in our non-conference like 20-3 and 21-5 here at Plainsman Park. I think for us to keep moving forward and getting better, the biggest categories for us in the SEC, we're 1-5 on the road, and we get a chance to redeem that this weekend by going to Alabama.
Do you TBA Saturday just because you can, or are you pretty much committed to Andrew if it gets to that point?
Yeah, I think right now, and I think we'll knock it down tomorrow or announce it now. I think we're going to go Casey Mize, we're going to go Tanner Burns, and go TBA in that order. So I think we're convinced in calling out who gets our team up the most on the mound and what gives us a good shot. So I think that's the way we're going to line up. And I thought after seeing that 4 1/3 innings of Cody Greenhill, I just think there's something about our team when he gets to impact a ball game, whether it's start, whether it's finish, whether it's short, whether it's long. I want those 3 guys to sincerely factor into this weekend. And, so we've shifted a little bit with our mindset. If we go Mize, Burns, and TBA, then let's see how competitive we can be and what opportunities present itself in the first 2 games. And then you could have a Mitchell, you could have a Coker, you could have a Davis Daniel. You could have some guys ready for you on Sunday if you don't use them prior to that.
Could Greenhill be a starter if you don't need him?
Absolutely. I would think so. That's kind of some of the thought process behind it. I don't want Cody Greenhill. I don't want to walk out of this series and Cody Greenhill not pitch at game time and be a factor in the ball game, win or loss. I want him to be a huge factor in whatever ball game that we get him into.
Doesn't sound like there's a lot of concern in bumping up Tanner a day. Does he have the maturity that he can handle that?
We'll find out.
Okay.
But I'm really impressed by he's got to keep learning stuff. I think we see it in every outing where there's a moment that he can keep grabbing and keep learning. But he's kept us in ball games, and I think the last time he's pitched on the road at Arkansas did a lot for me as a coach and did a lot for our team. That was an unbelievable outing that he had on the road against a quality opponent, just like he's going to see again this Saturday. So we think he's shown the ability on the road, because that's where my mind's at now, playing well on the road, that he can go and attack and pitch a good ball game.
Do you expect Anthony and Jarvis to be available this weekend?
I do. So, but I liked how Brendan Venter played third base tonight. I just want to be playing well. I want our players to make the lineup out. I want us to get very relentless and attack the ball game. And whenever your time comes, you need to be ready. So, you go from phases of the fall and then your non-conference and get into conference play, and you keep learning about your team all the time. But we most definitely, and this has already happened, but just to redefine it, we have shifted from a developmental phase in our season to where we're at an executional stage of our season. So we got 5 SEC weekends, and all we're interested in, I love every player on our roster, but we're interested in who gives us the best chance to execute and have success on that day, period.
But Connor's a guy that you expected big things from, had the finger and all that stuff. How big is it to kind of get him going, and especially in those clutch situations like you guys have done? I guess the 1 inning Sunday, and then obviously tonight you had some clutch hits. So how important is that?
I just think it's big. I think it's really big when you sit down for a minute and you take a breath and then you respond. So we need him. We need his at bat. Dylan Ingram needed that to fall. I know he's got almost 20 walks and and all that, but we need these guys to get some good swings off because they've done it before, and this team needs them. So I'm not even looking at stats. I'm looking at the current execution on who can give us a good chance, and I thought that was a really good sign for me to see Connor take a breath, get back in there and provide us some offense tonight and really lead us to get us going and then to extend it a couple of times. And that's why I was so happy with the pitching, especially with Elliot Anderson. Every time we scored, we were able to go convert a shutdown. And a lot of those, that's the most swing and misses I've seen him have. But Yeah, I like the style of game that we played tonight.